Hi, everybody. Dr. Martin Fallopino here, known as Dr. Debunk. I debunk medical myths, garbage, and crap spread by doctors and other health professionals. So we're going to continue for quite a while on the COVID-19 thing because the misinformation that's out there is staggering from a medical point of view. So the title of this video is called Screwing the Pooch. And so the Pooch in this case is going to probably be President Trump and seniors in nursing facilities, nursing homes, skilled assisted living facilities, and retirement communities. Because I have no idea at this point what in the heck the government did as far as reining in COVID-19. The steps they took, the lockdown, it's all nonsensical to me. Now that we've had time to see what's going on, I really don't know who advised President Trump. I mean, it's no secret I like the man, mostly from the businessman point of view, what he's done for our country. But I think in this case, he missed the boat. The Pooch got screwed because the point of the lockdown, the point of the actions we've taken was to protect the most vulnerable seniors, right? There's no argument about that. We know now that if you're under 50, COVID-19 is like the flu. So it doesn't really matter if people under 50 that, of course, are healthy. We're not talking about complicated people. Yes, a 30-year-old might die from COVID because they just had chemotherapy for some kind of cancer. We're excluding those. The media loves to play those up. But the reality is, it's the flu for younger people. And the statistics I saw, and I don't know if it's still good, 90% of the deaths have occurred in people over 70. So where are the people that are over 70 that are the most vulnerable? Are they out in society, still working 20 hours a week, digging in their garden, healthy? Or is it people in nursing homes and assisted living and retirement communities? They're in the retirement communities. They're in nursing homes, especially nursing homes. The most susceptible people are our seniors. So we lock down society and not the nursing homes? What the heck? That's psycho. And so to expand on that a little bit, let's do a timeline review. Remember how things went. It was January 31st when President Trump did the national travel ban on China. And for good reason, because if you look at the numbers now, let's do a little review. You got to remember, and most people don't think about it, I never did, why would I? Do I care about foreign Chinese businessmen or foreign exchange students? No. But the Chinese most likely knew in October that was a problem. And so November and December and January, we have Chinese visitors coming here, foreign exchange students, and all these business people in every aspect of business. I mean, look here, I live in Central California. We call it Cowland because it's all ag here. And we still get Chinese business people here because they want to learn about ag and they're here to select the fruit they want, the crop stuff. So we even had them here. I mean, nobody from China comes here. We have no foreign exchange students here. But anyway, the point is a conservative estimate of how many Chinese visitors could have come here over 2.5, 3 months is 400,000 or more, back and forth. So the virus has been here. Anyway, by the 31st, the lockdown, obviously they realized, wait a second, we could have a serious problem. And then so in February was kind of the evaluation month. Well, how bad is it really going to get here? Well, by mid-March, here's what we knew. There were rapidly increasing COVID cases in every single state in the U.S., except maybe Alaska, I don't remember. But it was everywhere. It had spread everywhere. And so now we knew the Pooch is getting screwed. We're going to have a pandemic in the United States. And this is where I'm baffled. It's like the people that advise President Trump, they don't know about pandemics. I don't know about pandemics because I'm a family practitioner for 33 years. But now I know about pandemics because I've had to read all this stuff. Just because we haven't had a pandemic in the United States since 1918, 100 years, that doesn't mean other countries in modern society haven't had the problem. Taiwan, Japan, Asia. There's been a pandemic every 10 years or more in the other parts of the world. There was the SARS, the first Asia outbreak in 2002. I don't remember, 1 or 2. And then there was the MERS in 13. There's the H1N, whatever it was, in 9. So wait a second. Other countries had to take steps. None of our people knew what to do? I mean, they know that social distancing is the answer more than anything else. They know this hand washing thing. It's psycho. The virus isn't really transmitted that way. You can pull up off the medical database, as I've done, that hand washing it's 20 times less likely. I don't know if I can say it that way, but there's a few studies on this, not many, but for you to get it by hand mouth, for you to rub your hands all over infected COVID surfaces and then sticking your fingers in your nose, it's still 20 times easier to get it by aerosolized, by breathing. It's nuts. Not that you shouldn't do that, but anyway, the point is they knew we had a big problem by the middle of March. And then you know what happened from there, all the lockdown, et cetera, et cetera. Well, what happened in the nursing homes? Well, the best I can see, there was a governmental release, CDC, whatever, basically March 15th, telling nursing homes they really probably needed to restrict any family members from going in the homes. Well, that's kind of the first notice. Now, maybe it was sooner, but from what I can find, and from what I saw around here, and we have a problem here in Cowland with our nursing homes with COVID-19. So mid-March, and then from there was notices about, well, the state and local governments really need to look hard at nursing homes to see what their needs are. Do they need PPE, personally protective equipment? What are they facing? Blah, blah, blah. And so by mid-April, they determined what their needs are. Well, by then, you have 3 months minimum of infected personnel working in nursing homes, going in and out of the homes. And these are young people, the people at the lowest entry job levels, which the truth is they're not very educated and they don't care. I've taken care of nursing home patients for 15 of my 33 years. And some of these nursing homes, they're just death houses. Not all of them, but they're death houses. People go there to die. And the only way you get good care in a nursing home, really, if you cut through the crap, is that the family is there every day or every other day. And the people in the home doing the work, they become afraid of the little granddaughter who goes in there and breathes fire all over the staff if they don't take care of her grandmother. Thank God for women, or we'd all be dead in nursing homes. And so the staff take care of little Aunt Millie or whatever, grandma. But otherwise, people lay sometimes in their vomit. I've found patients that were stroked out for 18 hours, whatever. Anyway, it's an unfortunate problem. There's not enough money in our system to take care of our seniors in those homes the way it should. That most of them do the best they can. But the bottom line is, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the reality is these workers are people that will have cold or mild flu-like symptoms, and they were going to work for 2 months, 3 months. And so the nursing homes got slammed, and they are being slammed. And I really can't find any good information because I know how these places work. They want to underreport. They don't want to be labeled as the COVID death nursing home. So we're still in the middle of it. And the unfortunate reality here is it'll be 2 years from now before they crunch enough data from enough different sources where the truth will come out about how bad it is. I believe 75% of all the deaths in the United States will come out of nursing homes. So what the heck did our government do locking down everyone out here and not locking down them. When they realized that this was going to go everywhere in the US, the only thing we should have heard on the news was protect the seniors in the nursing homes. That's it. It should have been social distancing for everyone else, make recommendations, but at this point, I don't see any justification for locking down our country the way they did. Because social distancing works. Masks work. Especially, they're really most important for people that are sick. And they don't cough out the germs. But if you're 6 feet away, mask or no mask, it's very difficult even indoors. And as I think I've said, you can't get this COVID thing outside. You can't. You'd have to be in a crowd of infected people hacking everywhere, and then you stay in there following around for a half an hour to an hour. We don't really know. See, that's the other thing here. They talk like they have this all down, but there have never been real life studies that analyzed the amount of virus that's spewed out when you're in an enclosed space, and what's the level of infectivity? What's the point where you start to get infected? We don't really know, but you know what we figured out over 100 years? Social distancing with influenza. So anyway, moving on. There's no reason we need to stay locked down now. This is not good for anyone. People get the social distancing thing. What needs to happen is to make sure these nursing homes are in compliance. I mean, no one in these homes should go to work unless they're temperature tested, they're not sick, they have all the gear they need. Because these seniors, if you're in a nursing home and you get COVID-19 and you have any kind of medical issue, which most of them do, you're going to die. It's not maybe. You know, my 90-year-old mother-in-law, if she went in a nursing home, and got COVID, she'd die. So this is part one. We're going to continue on this next time. I hope, we'll talk next time about what I think we need to do. And so finally, I do make a little correction. I've done a video that's related to COVID on vaccines, because I'm sure they're going to come up with the COVID vaccine for this fall. And I've already recommended to all of you, don't get it, and the reasons why. The mistake I made is I already thought that they had genetically modified vaccines on the market, but I was wrong about that. They're very close. But the future of vaccines is what they call these DNA vaccines. And they're genetically modified. They are, everything I said about that is still true. They are fraught with possible complications that no one's looking at. So they're not out yet, unless the newest flu shot is one. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just a quadrivalent, where the new flu shot is 4 different flu viruses that are live. The live attenuated part is real, and that's what they're injecting in you. And so anyway, that's it for this time. I'm Dr. Debunk, debunking medical myths, garbage, and crap spread by doctors and other health professionals. Thanks for watching.